Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're here in Halls of Torment. So we've got an updated vault guide for you today. How you can get your first vault clear without any shards at all and only using white tier gear. And we're going to do it in sub 10 minutes still, even post patch. So this is after the patch, which has actually made this even harder because they've increased the health of the like pylon sort of things that you have to destroy. Now we are going to go on the cleric. I'll show you the equipment loadout. As I said, all white gear. We're actually going to go in with crit chance, crit bonus rings, the hood for base defense and movement speed. Got mark of the sword for base defense. Mostly damage is nice. I've got scars of toil. Now we are not using. Where is it? We are not using the duelist spark. If you have one of these and it's grinded to, I don't know, anything above 50%, just put it on. It's better. It's going to be better for you. But if you don't have one of those, I'm going to show you do not need a leveled up Duelist Spark to do this as well. We are going to use Defiant Plated Boots, and of course the Thorn Fists are the star here. I'll show you. We have 0 shards on for this run. If you have shards, put them either into max health or probably just flat damage. Actually, it's probably better here. Now, there is a little bit of RNG involved in a run like this. So, number one, if you start and you get boss health, just reset. There's no reason to run it and try it. Just don't bother. Monster damage is, it is what it is. If you get boss HP, just reset. It's only 1,000. Now, first up, I'm going to take, you can take needles. I'm going to grab Radiant Aura here first. So, we're actually going to do a bit of a different route. If you are familiar with my previous guides on the vault, we took a bit of a different route. I'm going to take movement speed here, just to speed things along a little bit though. I'm not really too concerned about taking a few hits, as we do get extra damage, and we're definitely going to take Thick Hide here as well. We do get extra damage based on the amount of HP we've lost from our necklace. So taking a few hits is not really too bad because it is going to boost up our damage a bit. Obviously, you want to try and stay alive. Now, what are we doing? We're going for the scrolls first this time. Why are we going to go for the scrolls first? Because, frankly, we're not powerful enough to destroy the little pylon sort of things, whatever they are. I don't know, they meant to be little shrines or altars. I can't quite remember what they're supposed to be, but... So we're going to just sort of ignore everything else to start with, and we're just going to go and do a loop and grab some abilities to get stronger. Now, ideally, we'd like to see, I think something like needles along the way is really, really nice as it helps with the ads. What I'm going to do is use my Reverberant Tincture on Vitality up here. That's going to give us some extra HP to work with. Other thing we're just going to do is use some of our potions for some dedication stuff when it shows up. We'll get to that when we get to that, though. Let's take needles. I like taking needles in here. It's pretty useful. Something like Flame Strike and something like this. The Lightning Strikes are also pretty useful. Crit Chance is also not too bad. We can just roll here to get... We want defense, health, and... yeah, just basically the defense and the health out of there. Regeneration's okay. Not really the star of the show or anything, though. Now, you can still do this in sub 10 minutes. Sub 5 is pretty hard without any shards. Now, if you have shards, you can still do a really, really fast speedrun in here. It is going to be a little bit slower than it was before, unless you have, I don't know, a few thousand shards, probably. We're going to take another reverb and put it down on HP, because that's our ammo in here. Okay, Clay Golem, you know what? We got the strikes. We'll take the strikes. At this point, we can go... we can just start doing the rotation back this way again, I guess. Doesn't really matter which way we go. If you want to go left to right, right to left, whatever. We're going to grab our memories, come down here and put on 30% main weapon damage. Then we're going to take the other dedication. Okay, let's continue our way... we probably could have just gone back up the other way, I guess. It really doesn't matter which way you go, though. Now we have a little bit more to work with here, but we're still not super strong. As you can see, what they've done is they've increased the health of these things. They are super tanky here now. I do want to see the other damage one show up there, so let's take the damage for our Radiant Aura here first. As you can see, this is going to take a hot minute, so we're just sort of going to chill here, let our abilities do all the work. We can come and grab some stuff to level up here. Here's the other damage one, so we take that. We want to get our main weapon damage up through the weapon proficiency trait pretty early if we can. As you can see, now we're sort of getting through it a little bit faster here. Needles, crit bonus. Let's just take the main weapon damage one first here. Alright, we do have a bunch of XP lying around. Let's just grab a little bit, and then we'll do another full rotation here. I'm going to take defense when it shows up. And then we're just going to continue on our merry way around. Okay, so lightning strikes. We can level up the lightning strikes, I guess. Damage and crit bonus. You know, getting them up to 3 here at least during the run might be nice if we can. But, you know, it's not really super necessary to get the strikes up here. I think our main weapon damage is going to be really nice to get up. And then anything else really to complement that is going to be really nice here. So let's continue. Now we're just going to do our proper rotation and destroy these things one by one. Okay, metabolism. Yeah, I'm just going to roll here, try and get something more useful. Attack speed on needles is okay. I'm going to take it. Some more DPS here. Hey, our spirit dudes are not close enough to our... There we go. Why were they not... they didn't jump. They didn't do the dash for me there. As you can see, we're just using the actual pylon thing as a bit of cover here as well. Let's roll here, because that's not great. Let's take the movement speed, because getting around in here a bit faster is going to be nice. I'm just going to scoop up the XP before we continue on there. Speaking of movement speed, we've got another one. Okay, now this is probably not the only gear loadout you could use in here. You could sub some of the items in or out, depending on what you have available. I think the Thorn Fists is one of the main things that we're really going to want here. Let's do this, and take some vitality. We've got to keep going around this way, don't we? Alright. Alright guys, if you find this one useful at all, consider hitting like and subscribe. Also, if you are new to the channel, or if you just come across hauls in more recent times, let me know what sort of hauls content is interesting for you to see. We already have somewhere in the order of 50 different hauls of Torment videos, including guides and builds and crazy runs, all that sort of stuff. That is already on a playlist in the channel, so if you want to see a whole bunch of, you know, different build guide type stuff, or just crazy runs, as well as a bunch of other specific guide type content, that is all available on the channel already. So we could take one of these and dupe a base or a damage thing for our main here as well. Now some of these things might get a little busy, so what you might have to do is just sort of rotate around, or sort of kite the enemies away a little bit. Let's go for our defense. We want to get our defense up where we can. It's going to help us against the actual final boss in here. We could grab Flame Strike too. Why not? Flame Strike is what I use for the speed runs when we're doing high shard count runs, but without a lot of shards. It's pretty rough. So, but it isn't too bad for extra DPS against these shrine turret tower. I don't know what you want to call them. Okay, let's take the multi-strike there. Now, we are going to be able to do the sub 5 minutes without any shards whatsoever here, unfortunately, but we are still going to make some pretty nice progress. Fragile or Bulwark? We'll take Bulwark here first, I think. Fragile's not bad. It's not really necessary in here, but, you know, it's not bad to have. Now, there is a bunch of XP, and I do want to level up a little bit more, so let's take it. Also, taking magic damage is not bad. We could also take the big 40% upgrades on our aura. Those are really nice to take, so let's take those as well. Attack speed. We got more stuff we want to save down here. Let's roll, and we got more damage. Excellent. Okay. All right, just one more to go, and then we can go, and we might even get sub... I don't know. We might even get a sub 8-minute here or something. We'll find out. We'll see how long this last one takes us. Once we get in the middle, the boss himself is not is actually not not that bad. Okay. As you can see, we're pretty much strong enough to just sort of tank him now. Let's take our dedication trait though. We like taking the extra health. Remember, you can just use these things as cover. You can rotate around them a little bit too. As is required. Alright, we got it. Let's head into the mid now. Try and avoid the running directly into the crowd, you know what I mean. If we can get a base damage up on Radiant Aura too, it's really nice because it's a 600 base damage increase, which is pretty big. But again, unnecessary for what we're doing. Alright, let's go wake him up and have some fun. Pick high just in time, let's go. Alright, what do we might even get sub 7-minute here. Let's go. The Thorn Fists are doing all our DPS to him. Let's take more defense, sure. Sounds good. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. 6 minutes and 39 seconds. 0 shards, 0 green gear in the new patch where things are more difficult. Let's check out the end screen here. As you can see, 0 shard use. We got up to level 32. Main weapon was pretty big. Thorn Fist doing big damage. Needles helping out. The strike's actually not bad in here. And then everything else just sort of helping out. There you go, guys. The vault is still pretty simple to get your first ever clear. You do not need any shards and you do not need crazy gear. You do need to grab some of the white gear items and at least 1 revive in the revive station over here is really nice. So down the bottom here, as you can see, we didn't even end up having to use a bunch of revives, but having them there is really nice as an extra layer of safety. But there you go, guys. It's pretty simple to get your first vault clear. Hope you all enjoyed that and found it useful. If you did, smash like and subscribe. Let me know, as I said down below, with any other hauls content you'd like to see in the future. And with that, I hope you all have a fantastic, amazing day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take it easy.